Alright, this video is for the serious people. I've seen that my channel has a lot of beginners and it also has a couple of people that is more advanced in the SMMA space, but this video is made to the people that's brutally serious about starting a marketing agency and taking it to like $20,000 a month in profit. So if that's you, if that's your case, this video is absolutely for you. In case you're wondering where the location is at, because this is clearly not where I usually record, I'm actually in Amsterdam for a dinner full of people that's doing SMMA and e-commerce. So I'm learning tons of new stuff every single day. And even though I'm kind of like the coach on this YouTube channel, there's still a tons of new things that I can learn. I can always improve. But you want to take your SMMA to the next level. And I was sitting here thinking about how I started my SMMA a couple of years ago. I really wish that I could show you. But yeah, I was just sitting here reflecting, or it's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking at the forest, and it really got me thinking how I went from absolutely nothing to changing my life with social media marketing in literally just like 3 to 4 months. And as you know, I told my story in the last video of how I dropped out, how obviously nobody believed in me, not even my closest people. So you all heard that story, but if you've not, definitely something you want to check out after this video. But I was thinking about, like, if I started an SMMA today, how would I do it? And it all came down to personal branding. If you're starting an SMMA in 2022, I think personal branding is going to be your fastest way to $100,000 a year and also $100,000 a month. So what do I mean by personal branding? Because there could be tons of different ways to do a personal brand. I'm currently running a personal brand in the e-commerce space, which helps me get clients on a weekly and sometimes even a daily basis just because I put my name out there. I'm big on Instagram when it comes to e-commerce. I also have an e-commerce YouTube channel. So for me, it's not really that hard of a time landing deals with potential clients in the e-commerce space. And as you know, I'm not working with just basic dropshipping. I'm trying to work with brands, but the thing is that you don't really have to be on YouTube necessarily. So I have a student that I'm working with right now, and he's actually working on LinkedIn. He's building up his network on LinkedIn, and he has over 500 connections right now with different real estate agents. So I would say like LinkedIn is definitely a great way to make your personal brand too. But what you're here for, the steps. Let's get into the steps. So the first step is to figure out your niche. And I'm not going to talk about this for ages because we already have discussed this in previous videos, but you want to find your niche. So are you going to work with chiropractors? Are you going to work with e-commerce or info product clients? These are all super relevant questions when you're starting an agency. But once you know that, you need to get really knowledgeable about your space so that when you come to a client, let's say for example, an e-commerce client, you speak their language. You speak metrics such as ROAS, cost per click, you know, all those advertising metrics that anyone in e-commerce really knows about. These are things you have to know before you tap into a niche. Because if you're just going to go in and talk like a real estate agent and you don't know any terms in their niche, it's not going to work. This is the big difference between a 6-figure agency or an agency that just fails and a 7-figure agency. If you want to get to the 7-figure mark, or in my experience, honestly, maybe even in the 6 figures mark, you want to make sure that you pick a niche. So once you pick the niche, the next thing you want to do is you want to get out there. So what I would do is, obviously I would make a YouTube channel, but you need to figure out your own personality. I'm not saying that a YouTube channel might be the best move for you. Maybe it's way better for you to be out there on Instagram. Maybe you're like my student who really wants to be on LinkedIn. He's not really that comfortable in front of the camera, but he's still crushing it with cold outreach on LinkedIn because he has a personal brand. And what ends up happening when you have a personal brand and you have been doing some cold outreach for some time, you are starting to get a network of people that's interested in you. It could, for example, be subscribers on YouTube. It could be connections on LinkedIn, but just people that sees what you're up to on a regular basis. And these people at some point are going to be pretty interested in what you're doing if you continuously show them new results. And so on my Instagram that I'm going to plug here on screen right now, I'm posting results of my agency pretty much like every single day. And all my potential clients in the e-commerce space see that I'm clearly killing it when it comes to branding and running ads for e-commerce owners. So that's what you should do too. You should be out there. And this is the only step you really need to take to get to like 7 figures a year off of running an agency. You got to get your name out there, because cold traffic is only going to work so long. You constantly have to hustle to get your new clients. And when you're trying to operate a 7-figure business, you don't want to sit there and do all the outreach alone. And you most certainly don't want to outsource that either to someone that just doesn't know really how to do it. I understand that it's super scary to give someone else the access to run your business. So you don't want to hire like a super cheap VA. When you run an agency, which is a professional business compared to dropshipping, you want to make sure that you actually hire a good team. So if you're not going to do outreach anymore, definitely have a team that does it for you, because you just can't afford to sit there for 8 hours a day doing outreach, but you also cannot afford to pay someone $5 who just doesn't care about your business. So in SMMA, you really just have to build great teams, but you want to create a personal brand. And what I would highly recommend is to get on YouTube. But if you're not comfortable with that, you could also go on Instagram. You could build an Instagram page for your agency or your name. In my experience, it's been way better to create a profile of my own name so that I'm pretty much the founder of the agency. My agency is known because of me, but I'm not always like talking about the name of my agency, because in a personal brand aspect, it's way easier to get famous as an actual person rather than becoming famous as the agency. So what you want to do is you want to post every single day. And now you need to make the decision. Are you going to post on YouTube? Are you going to post on TikTok? TikTok is great, by the way. I mean, mean, if I started out today, maybe I would do that. But are you going to post on YouTube? Are you going to post on TikTok, LinkedIn? If I were you, I would probably pick YouTube, Instagram, or LinkedIn. As I said, my student is killing it with LinkedIn, and I have been doing very good with LinkedIn in the past as well. But I just figured out that it was a little bit easier for me on YouTube. But it comes down to your personality. So when I post on YouTube, I constantly get DMs on Instagram every single day because I tell these potential clients that I have an Instagram, but I'm not really trying to sell anything in my videos. And this is not the Henrik Wall channel that you're looking for. It's another channel. I don't really think you have seen it, but I post tips for people that's into marketing, people that's trying to grow their business online every single day on my YouTube channel, or at least pretty much every single day. So I'm constantly there. I'm constantly showing results. And the people that's into the e-commerce scene who's trying to make something work and they're just spending money, and they're never getting a return on their ad spend, and they continuously watch my video, it's only really a matter of time until they contact me to actually pay me to like really do this, because they keep on breaking even. They're not really profitable. They see me constantly on YouTube. They always see my results on Instagram. I'm all over the place with my personal brand. So they're not going to answer someone who cold approached them. They're going to not answer anyone. They're going to go to me personally, because they have been seeing this guy on YouTube for the last 4 months. He clearly knows what he's doing. He's getting great results. These are the agencies that's winning. So you want your agency to be based off of your personal brand. So this is what you do. You create a channel on YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and most people are not going to take action on this. So just letting you know, this video is not causing any saturation because people are lazy. People don't take action on it. But if you want to change your life, you need to hear me out now. Get into the uncomfortable situation of making a YouTube channel or an Instagram. I'm just going to use YouTube as a reference for this video, but you could, transition that into anything. You could think that when I say YouTube, I mean LinkedIn or Instagram for you. It's whatever, but go out there and make a YouTube channel and give tips every single day on how clients are leaving money on the table. Never seem salesy or anything, but when you post on YouTube, as I said, it can be LinkedIn for you, it's whatever, but you learn the algorithm. It's only a matter of time until one of your videos really pops off and you start making money, you start generating clients every single week. So what I would do is I would create videos like Facebook ad tutorial for real estate. That's a very relevant video, and real estate agents are going to see that, oh, Facebook ad seems very complex. What he's explaining, it really seems hard. They can now come to you and actually get help. So you can let them know like 5 minutes into the video that you actually offer ad management and that you're totally down to get onto like a 10-minute free call for any real estate agents, just as an example, that you could see yourself working with. Once you have a personal brand, you eliminate outreach. And as you know, if you've been doing SMMA for a long time, outreach is the worst part. It's what's taking up hours on hours every single day, and you as a leading business operator should not sit here and do outreach for like 3 to 4 to 5 hours a day. It's a complete waste of your time. So what you want is you want warm traffic. You want the client to come to you because you really know what you're doing. So to conclude, make a personal brand. If you're looking to dominate, like really change your life, you want a personal brand because it's going to give you clients on autopilot. I don't really do too much outreach anymore. I'm still experienced with it and I really know how to do cold outreach, but for me, there's no point doing cold outreach anymore. I have more so warm outreach, but I actually have a team though of 3 people. One that's doing the Facebook outreach strategy that I showed in my previous videos, and I also have a team of 2 that's doing my cold email outreaching strategy, but still the majority of my money is made to my personal brand. And if you really want to scale, you just gotta have a personal brand, in my opinion. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope that it was valuable. Make sure to join my Discord down in the description. It's completely free, and it's a community of young entrepreneurs or older people that just generally wants to succeed in life, but it's also like directed towards SMMA mainly. But we also talk about working out. We also talk about success in general. But if you're a future agency owner or you're an agency owner at this moment, this is the Discord for you, because there's not really any communities for SMMA people. So if you're serious about it, you can join it. It's completely free. As you already know, I have nothing to sell you. So I hope you click a like on this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.